Yes, people. Yes, people. What is going on? Back with me, Vidi Sasongo, Manchester United fan forum, and I'm from Indonesian fans. Rising questions: can the collaboration of Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Glazers effective enough to rebuild Manchester United? So, what 25% Class A share can do to vote against Glazers B Class share? And the third one, what are the realistic plans of Sir Jim Ratcliffe in short term to rebuild Manchester United? Let's find out together. Okay, people, answering the three questions above that I have already mentioned, I don't know, it's still a logical explanation about this because there are no current announcement from the Glazers to accept Sir Jim Ratcliffe bid. It's going to be done this Thursday. So if it will happen, then this is the logical explanation from all of those questions that I mentioned above. I'm not speaking about my opinion, my thought. So I'm just to react to some of big YouTuber like Mark Goldbridge and then other blue tick person at Twitter. So these are the answers. So the first and the second question actually relate to another. Can the collaboration of Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Glazers effective enough to rebuild Manchester United? And what are the 25% Class A against the Class B that Glazers have? So the information I got about this is Sir Jim Ratcliffe will in charge on sporting operation. Like all we know, it means he will in charge on getting new players, offloading big wages players, brought in new structure at managerial aspect. So how can that be separately got no interfere from the Glazers? Because Glazers holding a B class share that is stronger vote than the A class share that Sir Jim Ratcliffe bought. So the Glazers roles are backseat of the club, but got a strong vote, and then commercial income, it's the Glazers economic, they have to gain on that. So how do this going to work? Definitely hard to silence Glazers' opinion, because in order to sporting operation, Sir Jim Ratcliffe definitely need money. So doubt as a result. But it is not the responsibility of Sir Jim Ratcliffe to do the stadium upgrade, gradually clearing the debt of the club. It is on the Glazers aspect. It's their part to do it. So what is Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos could do on the short terms is brought in new structure at managerial aspect. So in footballing operations, names such as Jean-Claude Blanc, the former PSG chief executive, Michael Edwards, ex-Liverpool recruitment head, and Paul Mitchell could be considered for a key role on a new recruitment team at Manchester United. So it means offloading big wages players by running down their contract is viable. We could get we could sell some players that are only 1 year left on his contract with a big wages who doesn't perform again at Manchester United level. But brought in new players, this is a problem. Where does the Sir Jim Ratcliffe could get the money? Sir Jim Ratcliffe got back up financially from the USMNT. Maybe he could use those money a little bit, because Sir Jim Ratcliffe definitely stated to the Glazers that they will buy the club in 3.5 years again. So it means Sir Jim Ratcliffe have to prioritize the full takeover £6 billion that required by the Glazers could be fulfilled in a matter of time, like 3.5 years. So how can you do all of that? I think this is going to be a big questions, a big doubt among all of the pundit, among all of the blue tick people opinion, and especially me. Of course, I have the doubt, I have the hunch, the feeling, the thought that I concern about Sir Jim Ratcliffe, that he cannot do much to rebuild Manchester United in the short term. So he has to communicate with Eric Ten Hag and communicate with Paul Mitchell, Michael Edwards, Jean-Claude Blanc to recruit cheaper player. So we're going to down on the route of Brighton, Hove and Albion, where their scouting department are so incredible. They just lost Casido, McAllister. They just, they're just still good, but yet they won nothing. So they won nothing. It is Brighton path that will be, considered for Sir Jim Ratcliffe short term. To eliminate Glazers is not easy. They want load of money, and they are just parasites who are killing this club since from the beginning of their ownership. So what do you think, guys, about this short information? Will Sir Jim Ratcliffe could meet the demand? Is it 3.5 years is enough for Sir Jim Ratcliffe to produce another 3 or 4.5 billion to pay to the Glazers? Let's find out together after the full announcement. Thank you for watching. I'm Vidi Sasongo. I'll see you in a bit.